Hey everybody, what's up? Today we're going to be taking a look at Dungetris, or Dungetris, or whatever this game is called. It's a turn-based roguelike, or rather rogue-lite, game in which you build the dungeon as you go using Tetris pieces, basically. And I think it's a really great concept for a game, but it has some issues that I'm going to show you. Starting off, this title screen is misaligned. It's kind of weird. It's like everything is to the left, all this text. And this little Twitter banner icon over here, if you click on it, it brings you to a page that doesn't have an account. So I guess they never got around to making the Dungetris Twitter account, or they used the wrong URL. And I've been leveling the warrior. I'm gonna play Loic, or whatever. He's kind of evil looking. I think this character is pretty goofy, like not that cool or cute looking or anything. It's the icon for the game, and I think his arm's kind of weird, his sword's kind of weird, his head is kind of weird. And just, this is a much cooler character, in my opinion. Here are the stats and abilities on the right, and I'll press this little witch fingernail to go. So here we are in the overworld. These are levels I've already completed. Here's the forge and the market cart thing, and that's where you buy and upgrade cards. Let's see if there are any cards here. So these are what the cards do. I don't understand what this one is at all, but we'll look more at those later. And here's another zone, or another act. I think this one's too hard for me, especially with this character right now. Here's Sleepy Hollow. These are the levels I haven't beaten yet. You can tell because they're all messed up and broken with cobwebs. But let's go back. This character is low level, so I'm gonna go to Nulian Citadel. And you can see I've got my gold and upgrade materials right here. And those you keep when you leave the level. Also, this experience right here, level 7. So starting off, you notice that we are in a 3x3 square, and you can drop these pieces, which is the main hook of the game. And here are my cards here. You can see as I'm like mousing around, the camera's just going all over the place. It's like, it can be dizzying and just awful. I've got to avoid this banner here. This banner doesn't do anything, but this banner, if I step on it, it will spawn a bunch of monsters. And I don't want that yet. So I'm going to place this right here so I can get the first attack on him. You can see how the camera sort of slides around as I'm trying to place blocks, and it can cause the blocks to land in the wrong spot, which can be really bad. You need precision in this sort of game. Press space so he walks in front of me and I can attack him. Yeah. So if you approach an enemy, they get the first attack. But if you wait for them to approach you, it's either you get the first attack or both attacks happen at the same time. And you cannot rotate blocks. It's a pretty significant thing. It seems like it would be a lot more fun if you could rotate the blocks, but I guess that is a difficult feature to implement. Also, it would be nice to have a grid or some sort of indicator for where the blocks are going to fall. Now, when you drop pieces, tiles, whatever they're called, and if there are gaps underneath, like you see there will be 4x2 gap under this, it'll just fill in with that cobblestone stuff. No matter how tall it is, it always does that. And I'm getting some keys. This takes 20 coins, I believe. And this requires 5 health. Like, it'll just subtract from my health total. Subtract from my current health, not my max health. And I don't think there's any way around it. This guy's gonna get a hit on me as I step upwards. So it's nice to avoid that when possible, but it's not always possible. I think the art in this game is pretty good, and the music is great, but I don't think there are very many tracks. It would be nice to have more. And I think the enemies are all pretty much, like, their behavior and abilities are mostly the same. They just have slightly different stats. You can see the stats if you mouse over them. He has 18 health and he does 2 damage per hit. Not sure how much damage I do per hit. You have to see when I attack. Okay, I'm just building this up. Not too many more enemies. 24. I killed 6 now. See, no matter where I place this, it's gonna be blocked off. But it doesn't matter, it's just a spider. So this, I can tell that there are walls on the bottom, top, and right side. So I need to put this, like, I don't know, here. That's the only place, I think. And I don't have enough coins to use it, so it doesn't matter that much anyways. And where's this gonna go? How about over there? So it always sort of seems like I end up building upwards after building sideways a little bit, and then kind of branch out diagonally and then go back in diagonally and get kind of a choke point and then out, and it's cool how it builds sort of organically like that. So I can just wait and hope he flies at me. Nope. Alright, now he's trapped. There we go. So Gold Fever, this card just seems useless. A lot of the cards don't seem to do much, really. Like, they're very situational. There aren't many situations in which they would be useful. Like, they're the ones that just heal or deal straight damage, which are always nice to have. But I have no idea what this one does. You can use it and it just, I don't know. Teleport can be good. Got some more keys. More chests. Where are all the enemies? I need to kill more enemies. Oh, additional kill 5 spiders. Okay, so that was the thing that I dropped down. It's a bonus quest. Okay, I'm gonna stand on this thing and summon some enemies so I can fight them. I would like to have some more health. This says inflicts 20 aerial ice damage. It doesn't mean like from the sky aerial. It's just a typo. It's area damage. And ice, it doesn't actually do anything. Like, it doesn't freeze them. There's a different spell that freezes enemies. So I guess they were going to add like elemental damage types and just didn't get around to it or something. And this simple card, that maybe that's a translation thing, but that's a really weird name for this. Increase all stat points by 4. All the stat points. Like, that's not a meme joke sort of thing. It's just a mistranslation with articles, because I think this game was developed in Russia, possibly a different Russian-speaking country. Let's heal. I don't know why I didn't use that before. And there are some errors. Do that. There's some errors in the translation. It's mostly fine. Like, I can understand what it's saying, but some of them are really confusing and made no sense. Chests give more gold. Okay, so that amulet, even though it looks like a goblet there, it's equipped now for the rest of the level. It would be nice to heal up a bit, but I'm gonna summon some more enemies. And invisibility. Come on, spider. There we go. I deal 19 damage to a 20 health enemy. That's a little inconvenient. Come on, move, move. There we go. So this boss, you can see that it's me, because this character I'm playing as, spoiler, is the boss of the first zone. And if you don't want to use a tile, you can just do this. Boop. And then never think about it again. And he's just over there. And that's a pretty useless little square right there. Like, I'd have to teleport into it and then teleport out for no reason. I would really like some health. Is there a healing spell here? You have to pick one of 3. Warrior Mark, that's a ring. So that's the R symbol. Gold Fever, the worst spell. Cold Touch, that can be a really good spell, especially if you're fighting elites or bosses. Enemies level up. That seems to be based on how many blocks you place. There are so many enemies here. There are 2 on the same block. I don't know how that happens, but I've seen it a bit before. Wait, why is this one not moving? Okay. Nice, critted. Place this here. Get this blessing. Health. That's a max health increase. I don't have anywhere I can really put this right here. I could put it up there. Is it gonna let me? Yes. The placement is pretty weird. It would be nice if it was better. Screw this. Okay. I may not get over to these guys, but I've got the coins to open this, go to the chosen place. I could teleport there and teleport back. That would be like a really bad thing to do, I think. But I haven't killed this one plant. It's a piranha plant right here. This got, yeah, that wasn't great. So the tile set of zone 2 is like a spooky Halloween place, and I kind of like it more than this, even though those slimes are funny. Is he gonna walk over to me? If I step there, I'll summon more enemies, and I guess I already went to that one. Did I do that one? Nope. Okay. I'm pretty close to being dead. Hopefully some of them will drop health. There's a bit. But all stats up. So these levels continue past this level. Once I get out of this stage, my character is stronger permanently. Genesis of coins. Sure. Go for it. Oh. Okay, I accidentally passed. Now, I could, like, go around and loot chests and stuff. But I think I have demonstrated this game. Level complete. If you die, it says, "Congratulations, you have died," or something like that. It's kind of funny. I don't know if that's intentionally funny or just a bad translation. Here it shows you the time, how many turns you've made, how many turns you've taken, blocks, enemies, all that stuff. And you can exit to the map. I think this game is worth buying on a sale. Maybe not worth the regular price. I think it was $5 or $6 regular price, and I bought it for $2. Just be aware of the kind of game you're buying. Like, it's not super polished, it's got a lot of bugs. But the concept is awesome, and a sequel to this game could be really, really good if they implemented some things like rotating blocks and better camera controls. I tend to prefer more action-based roguelikes like Spelunky or Rogue Legacy, but this is basically where the genre started. So thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.